Poverty pay and a national minimum wage.
We were out on our own.
But you were filming for the Labour Party?
Yeah, and what we did was we actually made videos that are playing out at the national conference right now, if you know what I mean.
And they did not pay you?
They haven't paid us. And
did you ask test in jail about that?
I did, yeah.
Some companies like try not pay you and things like that. You know those kind of things.
Well, I know there are various scams which basically mean that young people can spend weeks and weeks and weeks not on work experience where you're getting a taster and you're being taught and shown how the industry works, but basically working as cheap labour, free labour, and that's wrong, that's unjust, and I hope that media companies will live up to their responsibilities. Many of them make enormous profits, and the benefit of the success of these companies should be shared with everybody who's been part of achieving that success.
Sure.
I mean, I think maybe people in all walks of life have it in their head that, yeah, you do it for free because you love making films. I mean, it's getting people past that people have to earn a living out of this. That's absolutely disgraceful.
We desperately need skilled cameramen and women, sound technicians, and other technical support if our media industry is to go on building from strength to strength in the way that it has. But you can't do that if you don't have people who are properly trained and properly experienced and properly paid for the job they're doing.
I got a call from the editor of the project about where to deliver the tapes to. What he also said really shocked me.
The worst part about it is the person who's going to do the final editing of this is definitely getting paid. So it's like I feel like I've been completely cheated now. Like if they gave me the impression that it's all going to be for free, like, oh, we'll do the editing for free, get the cameraman, at least then I can take some comfort in, okay, we all did something good. But like blatantly the other people are just getting paid for it and we're not, and we've just been tricked into it, I think. I honestly feel that I've and us now have been tricked. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that now. I mean, the least I expect is just to you make something for free, okay? So you think the least you expect is to watch it, yeah? They haven't even let me see it yet.
But you went to this first initial meeting knowing that it's not going to get paid. You applied for this job.
Exactly.
Knowing that
But
that was
paid. I mean, the point is about that was the fact that I was like almost naive and I thought about how you would probably think about it. It's like, this is going to be an amazing experience. I've got to take it, you know what I mean? Whether it's like payment or not.
So you're saying it wasn't an amazing experience?
But what I'm saying in the sense that, yes, I got great access to all those people, but in terms of the experience, in terms of my learning, in terms of me moving and acquiring skills and becoming better at what I do or what I want to be, it helped me in absolutely no way.
And you had no other contacts within the Labour Party that you could ring about this?
Of course not, he was the only person.
What about human resources?
What do you mean, mate, it wasn't like that kind of thing. It was just like, kind of like, come in, do this, and it was like, you're on your own. It wasn't like I was with the Labour Party, it wasn't like they were all hanging around me and like watching what I was doing. I was just completely on my own. I had to finish this project.
You could have not done it, but then it looked very bad on you.
If I didn't do it, it would never go out in the national conference. You understand what kind of pressure that is for the national conference, like 20,000 people over there over a week.
That was not on your head, that would have been on his head.
Yeah, but it's also, I mean, his exact words were, big questions will be asked, so the responsibility is not only on me, it's also on you, if you know what I mean. That was the finishing quote, if you know what I mean. So it was my responsibility.
But you could have just left it. I mean, you did the Labour Party a big favour.
They don't really give a damn. They're only interested in getting enough bodies to do the work. And what that means is that the number of entry-level jobs that pay reduce because there are so many people willing to do it for nothing.
You were employed to do a job, and you were employed to, and it fit all the criteria of a full-time paid job. And then they find a loophole to enable them not to pay you. And, ironically, it's involved in the media world where people regularly do this, and they're the people that bring in the law. I mean, it's a joke.
I still need to work out whether, if I'm going there, I've got to do it on the principle that I deserve to be there, if you know what I mean, because I did that filming, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, you do deserve to be there, and like, as I said before, you will meet more contacts there. It's like, you have done this work, this is my work. Give me some credit for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The paradox of Daniel Dewsbury. Damned if he don't, damned if he does.
All week, the Labour conference has been shown videos of cabinet ministers travelling the country and hailing the government's successes. But it has emerged that those videos were filmed by a college student who hasn't received a penny for his work.
Yeah, I've got to try. That's why I'm here, man. It's got me this far. Determination's got me this far.
Is it Tony Blair's talking today?
I don't know, I think it's Tessa Giles, who obviously I filmed, she's talking, and what's his face? It might be John Hutton or John Prescott, I can't remember. But still, I should be able to see one of my videos at least.
Danny Dewsbury answered an ad for a work experience position with all expenses covered. Instead, he got 6 days of hard graft, providing skills that would have cost the party thousands of pounds.
Don't know, God knows why I didn't get a proper invite, in the sense that I was promised one. And it's the least I expected, really, to be honest with you. But, I don't know, his last words to me in that meeting were, well, maybe we can do something last minute. And this is about as last minute as it gets, if you know what I mean.
Labour says he volunteered to work for free, but lawyers argue conditions amounted to a breach of minimum wage regulations.
I think it must be down there, man. I think it must be down there, right? They sold it as this brilliant experience where I'd be able to learn a lot, but it wasn't that. It quite simply wasn't that. It says it was actual work, and the only reason I was there was because they couldn't afford to have a proper professional cameraman there.
The rather nice video that introduced you and has introduced others in the course of this conference, made by a nice young film student, but who appears to have been paid absolutely nothing for his labours. Now, that's fine if you get a volunteer, but you know, as a former DTI man, he should have been paid the minimum wage.
This is a matter for the party.
To get you past, excuse me, where the tree is in the distance on the left,
right.
Just past that is a building called the Mancat building.
It happens all the time in politics. We have people who are not paid, who work because they want to have an association with politics. Now, that's a matter for the party. You'll have to ask him that. But he seemed like a decent chap to me.
The only problem here is that your old DTI, when you were there in that September of last year, issued a directive, or at least a guidance, as to when people should be paid the minimum wage, and that is when they are instructed. And he was instructed every day of the week, and he was very busy.
Hi there. I'm here to get a ticket for the Labour Party conference.
You need to go down that corridor there and into the office on the left.
Well, this evening, the Labour Party did give us this statement about the young filmmaker Danny Dewsbury. It says, the agreement that Daniel signed made perfectly clear that the party was not his employer, and he would be under no obligation to carry out tasks which he was unwilling or unable to do. Expenses, as agreed with Daniel, are currently being processed and will be met. We're grateful to Daniel for agreeing to help us as a volunteer.
Hi.
Hey, you're right there. I'm here to pick up, been told to pick up a ticket for the Labour Party conference.
Have you filled a form in? Have you already applied for it?
No, basically I've done videos for the Labour Party conference. I made them and I got told that I'd be allowed a ticket for it.
No, you need to fill a form in and send it through so we can process it.
That's it, because it only got finished at the last point. That's, they said, could be
no,
able to...
I'm sorry, we can't do that now. It's too late.
It's too late?
Yeah.
So there's no way that I can get...
Well, no, because it's all shut at 1. It's really too late to have anything done now.
So I can't do anything about it?
Sorry.
Right.
Okay. Is there all we can see?
No.
There's nobody actually representing the Labour Party?
We all work for the Labour Party.
Sure.
We can't do...
So did he.
so do I, yeah.
Yeah, well, what we need is we need a form filled in,
yep.
And I know for a fact it will not be processed in time. We just can't take new forms now.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, no problems.
All right.
All right. Okay, cool. Let's go. Can we go out this way, yeah?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Sweet. Cheers.
Thanks, bye.
Bye. Hi Emmett, this is Daniel. I'm waiting outside conference. You said that maybe we could do something like last minute if it was possible. So I'd say I'm waiting here. So get back to me. Cheers. Bye. He's must be busy or something. He's just not answering his phone. But, and what do we do?
We should mingle the media.
No man, I think we'll just wait.
Conference. 50 years ago, I came into this great hall when it was a railway station. I'm now standing on the Labour Party platform. It used to be Platform 1. In those days, I was a commie chef. That doesn't mean a communist who cooks, though some of the hotel managers thought I was. I would pass the Midland Hotel just across here and peer down into the basement at the kitchen staff sweating away. In those days, the staff had few employment rights. Some even paid the hotel for the privilege of working there for experience. Early this week, I walked down there to take a nostalgic look. The kitchens are still there, but it's different now. There are extractor fans to make the kitchens cooler. And the staff are protected by a national minimum wage and guaranteed paid holidays, thanks to a Labour government making a real difference to real people's lives. I'm proud of that.